Welcome to my Kriyā Lab. I just want to share with you some experiences that I've had with the phenomenon of what people call Kriyas, or Kundalini awakening, or Shakti, prana, life force energy, even possession. Although I would not call it that at all, because that's about as far from the truth. I mean, in terms of something, scary or evil, it's not that. I've been meditating about 5 years now, and about a year and a half ago or so, I entered what I would call a state of surrender, like complete and total surrender, which means I was just able to really let go of thoughts, of perceptions, and especially tensions in my body. There were still thoughts, there were still things happening, but I just wasn't attached to them. I call that surrender. But the more this occurred, the more freely energy was able to move through me. And stuff started happening. At first, I really could not comprehend what was going on. I was a little worried. I thought I might be going crazy. I was kind of afraid to tell anybody. When it's really hard to explain, it's like, yeah, you feel like a marionette, like your body is just moving and you have no control. And that sounds a little crazy. So, I was reluctant, but I just kept allowing and kept making space. Movements got bigger and bigger, and sometimes they were wild and erratic. There would be a lot of shaking or just repetition, lots of repetition. And then my breathing patterns would change. My breathing would get really short and choppy, or just like, just strange, like intervals of breath. I'm not a practitioner of Kundalini yoga. I am not a scholar. I do not claim to have the answers. That's not what this is about. That's not what this channel is for. It's really just for anyone who may be experiencing similar physical phenomenon and just wants to know that they're not alone. That's really all I'm here for, is just to say, hey, this is happening. This is really crazy and cool, and it's exciting and fun, and I don't know what it means, and I don't know what to do with it, but so what? Maybe we don't need to know. Maybe it's just a means of kind of like cleansing the body or something. You hear all these theories, there's no shortage of theories. And so I want to kind of back off and say I'm reluctant to explain anything. I'm really just here as a resource, and for people to see and to witness like what the body can do. And I also want to really make it clear that regardless of what it might look like, I can assure you that I feel completely safe. It is blissful. I feel light. People that I have kind of told about this so far, a lot of people have heard of it, they know people, but it's almost like I wouldn't talk about that too much because people aren't going to understand. And I feel this kind of desire to make it less of a freak show, less of a sideshow, and more of a, yeah, this is what we all are capable of. This is what there's this potential. We just have all this energy and we're not gonna tap into it. Like, why? So I can't tell you how to get there, but the one pointer that I would use is the word surrender. And if you have a meditation practice, you can learn to fully surrender. And I thought I knew what that word meant, what that word entailed, but no, when it happens, you'll know. Really, I don't want to get into too much detail here. The videos are pretty self-explanatory. I try to write descriptions with each one. Please feel free to reach out with any questions, any comments. No judgments, okay? That's not what we're doing. You're free to say whatever you feel called to say. I would just say that I'm not an expert on anything except my own experience, and that's what I can speak to, and I'm happy to do so. So yeah, I think there's a lot of us out there who have maybe experienced similar things, and it's nice to be able to talk with others and know that we are not alone, that we are here, and we're not freaks. I mean, not in a bad way. So thank you again for checking out my channel. I hope to hear from you, and please like, subscribe, share, all those things, and may all beings be free.